Hey y'all, this is the collector in the corner, and Randall's moving the Dodge pickup truck forward. I don't exactly know why. I guess he's trying to get it out of the hole. But he's a-doing it. He's snatch block it. And there he is, down there on the tractor. I guess he's got it out of the holes. It's been parked there for quite a while, and I guess it just didn't want to move. As far as I'm concerned, he can move it to the junkyard, but I guess he's not going to do that. Well, not the junkyard, scrapyard, because this here is a junkyard if you look around. Jeepers creepers. And there comes the collector. Look at him. Looking snazzy.
I got here this morning looking around, and I was going to put a fan and all that on this and drive it a little bit. But if you look at that pulley right there, it takes a narrow fan belt.
Oh, jeepers. We'll just take some scissors.
Well, that's how come the water pump in the alternator disappeared. Somebody wanted that narrow pulleys on the water pump and the alternator, generator. And what I got, the ones I got, ain't the same. But I wanted to get it out here where I can take I got just a regular pressure washer. I'm gonna pressure wash it. Pull the front cap off of fenders, grill, radiator, all that off. Take the engine out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put the corner on that up there, just sitting on the ground, where to roll. And then get it down there, and I'll probably pull the front fenders and stuff off of that to change the engine. It don't take that long.
Are you going to put a 327 in it, or a 427 in it, or one of them good engines that go fast?
Well, I'll tell you what I got. I've got a 318 and an automatic and an old van up there that could be put in this truck.
Really? And then are you going to drive it?
No.
No, I don't believe
But I was going to take the carburetor off and clean the carburetor and get it where we could drive it. But
where are we going to drive it to?
Just down the river and back.
Oh, okay.
But I got to pull the pan off.
We're driving it into the river or just driving it down to the river?
I got to pull the oil pan off because it's different on a power wagon. And while I'm there, I'm going to pull the main caps off and look at the main bearings because the rear main's leaking. I'm going to put a rear main seal in it.
Well, it looks like it's leaking on top, too.
And I'll knock all the freeze plugs out. And wash out the water jackets and all that. Maybe even pour some vinegar in there and let it sit and flush them again. And it's got what they call a water distribution tube back there. And I'll pull that out and change that and put a new one of them in there. That's available.
Alrighty.
Well, I had a double snatch block this thing to get pull up out of there.
Yep.
Of course, it's got 2 flat tires on the back.
Yep. But it's been sitting there for
but I wanted,
long time.
I'll power wash the whole thing.
If you do that, it's liable to fall apart.
Yep. Okay. We're going down here.
Okay. I'm going down here. Do 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 do. I guess it's elevator music, only walking to where I'm going music. Do, 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 do. Okay.
I was digging through my junk and I found this Delco generator, and I had put a pulley on it to see this wide belt pulley. That's 12 volt. I did that where I put that on a farm-all tractor, and the belt would work. And there's an old one with a wide belt. So what I'm gonna wind up doing? This is a Dodge alternator bracket. This is a GM one that's got a deal where you slides back and forth, you can adjust it. I'll weld a piece of angle on there and fix that to where I can put a GM internal regulator alternator on that deal. But if you notice, the water pump's got a wide pulley.
Yeah.
And the belts ain't gonna work. So he's gonna have to get I either got to change that bottom pulley on that engine.
You're losing your your bolts. See?
Yeah.
Two bolts fell up.
I'm gonna either have to do that or change the bottom pulley on the engine, or if Junior's got a water pump that's got a narrow deal, I'll do that. Okay, now what I'm gonna get to, I'm gonna tell a little story.
Oh, jeepers.
My middle son, his buddies, was going out to look at a motorcycle somewhere, and they was good way out in the middle of nowhere on a gravel road.
Yes, I remember.
And the tarp strap on the battery broke. And the battery fell out and got into the fan and bent the fan blade, and the fan blade cut a big chunk of the radiator out. It was out in the middle of nowhere, and all them boys all were messed up now. We're going to have to walk, you know, the 4 cell phones.
Yeah.
That middle boy of mine, he kind of like Debbie, always liked to chew this pink super bubble
Double
gum.
bubble or something. I forget what it was.
And he told him, oh, that ain't no deal. We can fix that. I mean, big gap cut out of that radiator.
But he always carried a sack full of bubble gum.
He had this sack full of bubble gum with him. He give them all
Bubble
handful
gum.
and said, go start chewing this. And he reached behind the seat and he got that cotton out of the seat and got his knife and whittled him a little sharp stick. And he split them cores open. He started shoving that cotton in that radiator and them inside the tubes, each way. And after he got them packed full, everything, he got that bubble gum. He wasn't putting that bubble gum up in there, and they said, that won't hold. He said, you ever see bubble gum on the bottom of a desk? So they got that in there, filled it with water. He said, we'll leave the radiator cap off or don't build pressure and blow until the bubble gum gets hard. It'll take that bubble gum a couple days to get hard. And they made it on in, and they was real amazed that, you know, he did that. But he had been growed up watching me do stuff like that.
Yep.
And I'm going to show you a Redneck radiator repair. People try to solder on them old radiators, and they're old and they're thin, and too much heat will melt them, and it's hard to get it clean, hard to make your solder hold. And if you use acid core solder, it'll work better, but it'll keep on eating the copper away, and it'll go to leaking again. And I've got this old radiator, and I know it leaks. It's tested and proven that it leaks. I plugged the bottom of it.
Okay. I'm watching. It's only linking where you're linking. Oh, I see some links. Maybe you need to blow on it.
It was leaking right here.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is.
Now it's not leaking so bad. It was leaking earlier today when I first put it.
You had your one shot and you done run it. You did it without me. Well,
anyway.
dadgummit. Let's just pretend it's squirting water
It's got
out.
a leak right here. I know it does.
Okay, it's got a link right there. Oh, it does for sure now. I see it. You're going to have to let me get closer. It's really pouring.
It's got a bigger leak now.
Yeah, it's got a bigger leak now.
I need a little screwdriver. I'll be right back.
And what am I supposed to do? Play music for them? I'm getting wet. That drip's pretty drippy. Kind of like Randy, pretty drippy. Of course, you didn't hear that. Do, 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 do. That's about all I can think of. Do 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 do. I can't think of any good songs to sing for a drip.
It's looking real good now.
How about call the plumber?
Kind of spread that apart.
Call the plumber. Okay, let me shut up so you can talk.
I want to spread that apart.
Spread it apart.
Both directions.
Both directions. Okay, so you make it a really gigantic hole.
I'll let some of the water out.
And those are my cotton balls from the house, aren't they?
Yeah, just dear.
Okie pokey.
Yes, dear.
Okie pokey.
I just use toothpick.
Uh-huh. You don't want to go sharpen a stick?
Nah.
Or use a piece of wire?
I take that cotton.
Uh-huh.
A toothpick.
And a toothpick. And poke it in.
Start shoving that cotton up there.
Yep, I see you.
Don't take much.
Don't take much, okay.
Okay, there's cotton right there.
Uh-huh, cotton right there. Cotton Eye Joe, where did you come from? Where did you go? Do, 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 do. Cotton Eye Joe. Oh, you about lost your cotton. Why don't you go get one of the sheeps and you can get the wool off of him?
You could. I heard of people getting the cotton from a cottonwood tree.
Wow.
But you get the cotton from behind the seat.
Yeah.
And mostly them older vehicles.
Well, usually that's what you have to do because people don't usually carry cotton balls in their car.
That still needs a little more. I need another toothpick.
You need to be the invisible man so I can see through your hands.
Got in the wrong place.
Hey, that's a good thing to do. That place don't need to link. So you actually got it in the wrong place? I'd laugh, but no, I'm not going to. I'm going to be nice. See, I didn't laugh.
This radiator's for a 56 Ford car.
56 Ford car.
Y block, V8.
Y block, V8.
Okay. Don't need that.
Okay.
Now
What do you do?
you can use that pink bubble gum.
Yes, but I'm
You
all
could put
out.
liquid nails glue there. You could mix you up some of this here
JB Weld.
JB Weld and put in there.
But what are you going to use?
Today,
And today only,
I'm going to use shoe glue.
shoe goo.
Shoe glue.
Shoe goo. Hold it still. Shoe goo. You didn't put the lid on it, you goober head. Ooh, you're blowing a bubble. Shoe goo.
Well, what? The shoe glue ain't going to hold water.
Oh, shoe goo ain't gonna hold water?
What the shoe glue is going to do,
Is hold the cotton.
the shoe glue's going to hold the cotton ball in, keep it from falling out.
Ah. But
Now,
you don't need to do it yet. It hasn't had time to dry. It's dripping. I see it leaking, darling.
Where I just fixed it?
Yeah, where you just fixed
No,
it.
I ain't leaking
Yes.
where I fixed it.
Well, then it's leaking above it.
Maybe leaking right there. Now it's leaking where I fixed it.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, we're going to work on it a little
You know,
more.
I think what's wrong, you're not drinking a beer.
Well, that probably has a lot to do with it.
Because this is Redneck, so you gotta get some of that good juice in you, so you get all goofy.
Not leaking now.
Well, I don't know if it's leaking or not.
Well, look. Put your camera right there on it. Is it leaking? It's not leaking.
Oh, I gotta find it. Okay, hold still.
Now put that shoe glue on top of it.
Shoe glue.
I just didn't get it down low enough.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
dear.
fill up a rate.
All right.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Ah, you're...
It's full. There she is, folks.
Yes,
Not leaking.
not leaking. Looks like you did it in a couple other spots too, don't it?
What?
Looks like you did it in a couple other
No,
spots.
that's solder. Where somebody
that's
soldered
solder?
that old
Oh.
radiator back.
Back in-
This radiator, I've had this radiator since before me and Debbie ever met.
Really?
Yeah, I've had this.
You've had it 10 years?
No, I've had it 60 years, probably.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell how old
I've
I
had this
am.
radiator since I was a little kid. But anyway, it's a stick shift radiator. It don't have the cooler in the bottom of it.
Oh, a stick shift radiator has a cooler in the bottom?
Mm-hmm. Yes, dear.
Why?
To cool your radiator, your automatics.
But I thought you just went really fast and that helped cool the radiator.
But it's still holding.
Okay,
See?
I believe you.
See?
Oh, I
There's
see a
water there.
squirrel on my tree over there.
But you let that set up. Would you use them? I've seen that pink bubble gum hold. I've seen liquid nails hold. I've seen JB Weld hold. And that shoe glue will hold too. And you just need something in there to keep the cotton from being blown back out by water pressure. When you get up, these old radiators, they had about from 13 to 17 pounds of pressure on them. But anyway, I guess that's the video for today. Them tires I bought at the auction.
Yeah, what about them, darling?
2 of them was bad. I aired them up. 2 of them had bad belts.
Okay.
But I managed to get
Yeah.
12, 13, 4, 12. I managed to get 14 tires
Fixed.
that'll fit my truck for spares.
Yay! And if you need 14
So I got
spares,
plenty of
you might as well
spare 16-inch tires
park your truck.
and for
Yeah.
that truck.
Yeah.
And I've unloaded the tire machine, unloaded the hot water washer, and I'm not gonna work on it for a little while. But eventually I'm gonna start working on that hot water washer. And you see my radiator's still holding. It's not leaking.
Yay!
It's leaking somewhere else. I
Yes.
think. Or maybe that just come out of the corner. There's a leak. Okay, folks, we've got a leak. Let's fix this one. There's a good one.
Yep, there's a good one.
That's kind I was looking for. That's kind of one to fix.
Okie dokie. And I can't see because your hands are in the way.
Take it.
Whoa, Nelly
Well, better if it
Bozo.
lays down.
Oh, is it really better if it
Yeah.
lays down?
Take a screwdriver and widen that out a little, see?
Widen that out. Okay. And then you put a redneck in it? Is that what you do?
No,
No?
I'm splitting that open.
Oh. And then you get one of your friends to put their finger on it while you're going down the road?
No, we ain't the little Dutch boy. And you don't use a whole cotton ball, you gotta kind of tear them apart.
I know. Thank you for doing this to my cotton balls. All white. Couldn't you do like a little snowman? Wouldn't that be so cute? On the front? Cotton ball snowman? I think that.
This whole radiator isn't any good.
I know. That's why you need to quit wasting cotton balls on it. Take it
I
down to
kind
Rick,
of imagine if you tried to use it.
take it down to Ricky Walker's.
Well, that's probably sufficient amount.
I think it looks like a good amount.
I know it had some more leaks in it. I don't know what was.
It just needed to be bumped real good. Okie dokie pokey. That looks. Oh no, you gotta poke it further.
Just pack it with a screwdriver just a little better.
Pack it. Ooh.
I put a little JB Weld on it.
JB Weld, that looks like shoe
No,
goo.
JB Weld shoe goo.
Yeah, you don't know your JB Weld from your shoe goo.
Now right now that wouldn't hold pressure. If you put it
No.
on and put the radiator cap on, it'd blow it out. But after that shoe goo got hard,
Yeah, you're gonna have to let your shoe
let's
goo
fill it
get.
up again.
Oh, jeepers. Not again. But you got a link up there.
No, it's well overflowed.
No, I think you got one right there.
Another one?
Yes.
Probably one right there.
Yes. I think you do. You could spend all day filling this.
Yeah, you can spend all day. But see, that's holding.
If you say so,
And
dear.
it'll work. It'll work.
Okay, darling. I'm not going to show you any holes I've got. You liable to fill it full of cotton and
Well,
put JB Weld or shoe goo on me. What are we looking at?
over there, the other side,
Uh-huh.
there's a 72 Chevrolet truck.
Uh-huh.
Park. Had that plastic egg crate grill in it.
Uh-huh.
It belongs to my youngest boy, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Cross-flow radiator.
Yes,
And
sir.
he was going down the road up there between here and Mammoth Springs, Thayer.
Yep, I
Hit a
remember.
deer.
Yep, I
And
remember.
that egg crate come through there and it got into the radiator in the front. It was like a sprinkler.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled over to this guy's house, and used the phone, called me, and I come up and got him. We told the old guy we'll come back and get the truck tomorrow. It was after dark. So next day we showed up, and he said, well, you didn't bring a trailer or anything. No, we're just going to fix the radiator and go on. And he said, why, you ain't going to fix that radiator. You're going to need a new radiator. And we took the radiator out and pour water in it like this and find the leaks and put that cotton in there. And I think that day we had some liquid nails glue. And we put that in there and put liquid nails glue on top of it. Filled it up with radiators with water and let it run a little while, and he drove it home with radiator cap loose. Next day, he drained that down and put antifreeze in it, and it's sitting over there, I don't know, that's been 8 or 9 years ago.
It's been a while.
And that was a big 4-core radiator. It didn't hurt to lose a few cores. And he put antifreeze in it. It's still over, and that truck's still holding antifreeze.
Yep.
It does work.
It does work.
And it's a lot easier than soldering. You can't get solder hardly to stick to something like that. But anyway, that's...
But do this at your own risk.
Redneck radiator repair. So we'll leave you with that. And say goodbye and good luck to you, and I'll say yes, dear, to Debbie.
Thank you, darling. How's that?
Thank you, darling.
Well, y'all have a great day, and if you need to fix your radiator, I suggest going out and buying a new one.
Well, a lot of us ain't got money to buy a new one.
I know we ain't got the money to buy a new one.
And it does work.
And it does work. Okay. So anyway, thank y'all, and you have a great...
I was looking on our deal, and we made $8.96.
Yes, so keep those likes and subscriptions coming.
You know.
Thank y'all, and have a great day, and have a great weekend, and enjoy the eclipse that's going to happen on Monday, and maybe we'll all still be here. I don't know what the eclipse is going to do to us. It may eclipse us.
It ain't going to do nothing.
Oh, I'm just joking. Y'all know I'm joking. It's just I've watched eclipses when I was a little girl.
I'm going to watch it through my welding helmet. I don't want to blind my last remaining eye.